Hey everyone, welcome back. Alicia here from Christian Women's Corner. Thank you for joining me. Today we're diving into week 4, which is the last week of our 4-week journey through the Christian Fellowship and Belonging Bible Study. Today we're talking about something that's both simple and deeply impactful, practicing hospitality. Now, before you start stressing about throwing Pinterest perfect dinner parties, let me reassure you, hospitality isn't about impressing people. It's about creating space for connection, belonging, and God's love to shine through. So grab a cup of tea, make yourself comfy, and let's talk about how opening your heart and home can change lives. When you hear the word hospitality, what comes to mind? For a lot of us, it's fancy table settings, gourmet meals, and a spotless house. But biblical hospitality is so much simpler and so much deeper. 1 Peter 4, verses 9 and 10 says, "Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." Did you catch that? Hospitality isn't about impressing people, it's about serving them. It's about opening your heart and creating a space where people feel seen, loved, and welcomed. And the best part? You don't need a perfect home or a Pinterest-worthy spread to do it. Hospitality starts with a heart that says, "You're welcome here." Let's talk about why hospitality matters. Acts 2, verses 42 to 47, gives us this beautiful picture of the early church. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts. Hospitality was central to how the early believers lived out their faith. It wasn't just about sharing meals, it was about sharing life. When we open our homes and hearts to others, we're living out the gospel in a tangible way. We're saying, "You belong here and you matter." And in a world where loneliness is so common, that message is more powerful than ever. Now, let's be real. Practicing hospitality isn't always easy. Maybe you feel like your house isn't good enough or your cooking skills aren't up to par. Or maybe you're worried about the time, energy, or cost involved. Here's the thing. Hospitality isn't about perfection, it's about presence. People don't need a gourmet meal. They need a warm smile, a listening ear, and a space where they feel valued. And let's not forget the biggest barrier, fear. Fear of being judged, fear of not measuring up, or fear of awkwardness. But can I let you in on a little secret? Most people aren't looking for perfection, they're looking for connection. And when you step out in faith, God meets you there. So, how do we actually live this out? Hospitality doesn't have to be complicated. Here are some simple ways to get started. Number 1, start small. Invite someone over for coffee or a casual lunch. It doesn't have to be a big production, just focus on creating a warm space. Number 2, be flexible. Hospitality doesn't always mean hosting at home. Meet someone at a park, grab a meal together, or bring a meal to them. Number 3, look for opportunities. Is there someone in your church, neighborhood, or workplace who seems lonely or disconnected? Reach out and invite them in. Make it a family effort is number 4. Get your kids or spouse involved in hosting. Hospitality is a great way to teach generosity and kindness. And number 5, pray for your guests. Before they arrive, take a moment to pray for the time you'll share together. Ask God to use the conversation to encourage and bless them. And remember, no one's going to notice if your laundry's still on the couch. Trust me. Here's what I love most about hospitality. It's not about us, it's about reflecting God's heart. When we welcome others, we're showing them a glimpse of his love and grace. 1 Peter 4, verse 9 says to offer hospitality without grumbling. Why? Because hospitality is a privilege, not a chore. It's a way of stewarding the love God has poured into our lives and sharing it with others. So whether you're hosting a big gathering or just having a quiet conversation over tea, know this: God can use your hospitality to make a difference. Your simple act of opening your heart or home can be a light in someone's life. Thanks for spending time with me today. My prayer for you this week is that you'll step out in faith and practice hospitality, whatever that looks like for you. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about presence. If this video encouraged you, hit that like button, share it with someone who might need a little nudge, and subscribe for more faith-filled content. Also, we have a private group that provides encouragement, accountability, and a community of other women just like you studying God's Word together. There's a link in the comments section below for you to access the group. We'd be happy to have you join us. Next week, we will be starting a new 4-week Bible study entitled Spiritual Renewal and Growth. Women often feel spiritually stagnant and unsure of how to deepen their faith. In our Spiritual Renewal and Growth study, we'll take a look at practical ways to grow in our relationship with God and live out our faith. Until next time, stay blessed, and remember, your simple invitation could be the start of something beautiful. See you soon.